Well, I couldn't wait to play Biomutant, guys. I've been strangely looking forward to playing this. Oh, yeah, I think that's a Biomutant right there. Oh, okay. That's a bit loud, yeah? Oh shit.
How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end.
Okay.
Welcome to Biomutant.
Hmm. Narrate in gibberish, okay. We're playing on medium, yeah, thank you. I love the thing.
Encode your DNA.
Encode my... Choose my breed? Okay. Primal is a nimble developed anthropomorphic breed. A hybrid with a gene mutation making them nimble and dexterous at the cost of lesser developed intellect. Dumden is the least developed anthropomorphic breed. A hybrid offshoot that compensates the lack of mental powers with physical strength. Rex is an externally developed anthropomorphic breed. A hybrid outcast with even DNA string making it apt for both physical and mental challenges. Hula is a generative developed anthropomorphic breed. A hybrid with a gene mutation making it extremely tough and resilient. The Fib breed is renowned for a highly involved mind. Its gene is directly interlinked to the power of Ki, which amplifies the physonic output. Murgle is the definition of idolized breed. Its evolutionary lineage has gone in a direction where form and appearance has dominated over function? I think I want to go with Julia, maybe?
Define your genetic structure.
Literal big brain, eh? Okay.
Choose a genetic resilience.
Biohazard. I guess I'm choosing radioactivity and heat.
Choose your first style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class.
A class, okay.
Mercenary.
Trained swordsman who has mastered the art of the blade.
Deadeye.
That is a tricky skill for Rook who's choosing a life outside law and society values.
Commando. Psy-freak. Saboteur. Sentinel. Mercenary. Sentinel. Saboteur. Sentinel. Saboteur. Psy-freak. Commando. Deadeye. Mercenary. Deadeye. Commando. Psy-freak. Saboteur.
I think we're playing as a saboteur?
Saboteur chosen.
Sure, I feel ready.
That'll work. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Okay, I'm dark.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Can't believe you'd choose that thing over me. But I'll be here waiting for you when you have a change of heart.
That thing? I'm right here. Let me remind you, we're two halves of the same. With the difference being I'm the better.
That reminds me of the demon from that Netflix show.
Better half. My way is both better and brighter. Light makes it easier to see the best end.
The best end is the one you decide yourself. And it seems we're headed in the right direction.
Uh-huh. I'm a renegade, like in Mass Effect.
Guess left can be right sometimes.
Oh.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the Predator only grew stronger.
Did it now? This game looks like a shitpost game from Xbox Live Arcade. What the fuck?
Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
Wow. I have a feeling that was a bit too much for one encounter, game designers. But sure. Kinda liked what I did up to now. Hey, a new follower. Slick Auntie, thank you for the follow.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
I'll try to be.
The Predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the Tree of Life started to die. Wiped out. King.
What am I doing? I not really computing this game. Electric module? Okay, consumables to get health back. Dude, I don't know. He's this is Biomutant. It's like this game was in development for ages, and I created this monster, this Biomutant, and just gave him a class. You had like 5 classes to choose from, and now I'm just kind of playing it. Looks like a hack and slash game with a gun, and you know, combos, dodging, and parries. I already said it before. This game feels like a Xbox Live arcade game with the Unreal Engine, but somehow they made a whole game out of it. Okay, I don't want to go there. I'm feeling like this is going to be a weird adventure. Yeah, like, it's obviously not the best, but, you know, with all the AAA games coming out, I'm pretty excited to play something like this. At least it's something different.
The oil sludges everywhere. For most, it only means death.
Oh!
But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Oh! Oh, okay. Game?
That'll be a lesson to others.
Oh, that's oil or something. I think I dodged that.
Got her.
Ow!
Close encounter.
Ah, I got it. Ow.
Running low.
This is so strange. I can't even describe. I can't even describe how this game feels. Like, the combat feels like it just stops sometimes. And you don't know why. And sometimes I'm parry, and sometimes the game is like, yeah, that's a parry, and sometimes it's like, nah, that doesn't count. Some enemies carry large shields. You need to break the shield with melee attacks. Okay. Okay, yeah, that was better. I think I'm getting the hang of it, maybe. Okay, upgrade points. To unlock skills in the Wong Fu and perks menus? I'm guessing luck is just for drops, random drops. Charisma? It's like talking this game? Maybe? Ah, because before you say that he reminds you of a suicide character. He reminds me of Rocket Raccoon to be from Guardians of the Galaxy. That's what he reminds me of. You earn upgrade points when you level up. These can be used to acquire new special attacks and perks. Maybe I should save the game. Am I actually playing this on high settings? Yes. Okay. Oh yeah, I will never see that. Come on. I mean, that's a cool feature, but how during combat will I ever look there? Or not at my enemy. Huh. I still want to know why there's a charisma system.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
Okay, I'm guessing this is not really a weapon. Or is it?
Nothing like a good length of razor-sharp steel. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Whoa. It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Okay.
They shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Right in the face.
You observed a Bioblob. These are points used to unlock mutations. You collect Bioblobs by defeating Morgs and finding containers at various places in the world. Okay.
Flex those arms. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Okay. Thank you, Auntie. Thank you for joining me. And have a nice day. You found a puzzle. These are scattered around the world. Some open new paths while others feature different rewards. To switch which not, selected use.
Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future,
big mistake.
they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Okay, so this is post-apocalyptic. I see.
The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go.
Was very easy. Well, okay.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Carving it up. Cutting edge. Wearing cuts. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Oh, I'll try to, but I have to loot them.
You should be able to use that. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land.
Okay.
Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Do I remember that tree? Way back in the long ago. What is going on? Okay, that's a... guess...
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. Sounds like he thinks she does, despite your heart growing dark. There's nothing as powerful as a Muma's love. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki.
Okay.
The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Let's see if I can.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy. You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
Okay. Become one with him. Let's go.
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone.
Okay, Elvis.
One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today. No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived.
World Eaters?
The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eater's DNA into overdrive. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route.
And I have to take them
The
down.
road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved.
No pressure.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Ah, the net. Great. Oh, that was rather crazy.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
What the Oh, okay. Okay, I want to learn that. Okay. This game is like close to falling apart. Oh.
One hand after the other.
I was like, maybe there's a secret if I go there, but whatever.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
Okay, then we're going to save this world. Somehow.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see.
Oh, wow. Okay, I guess we're going here through the dead zone. Ouchie. Venture out into the world. Erik Bäckström. Is that a World Eater?
That must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down.
Yeah.
Look, A survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here.
Okay, that's a dialogue choice.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions.
Well, let me help you.
He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
That's a spark of light in you!
That's right. Smack that spark out before it starts.
You don't have to be so harsh. It's such a little spark.
Take it out now while it's small.
There's always another spark.
Nice.
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important. Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are two nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all...
Destiny is destiny.
The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction, to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do.
Okay, let's go to Jagni's, I guess.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's a bridge. Just get over it.
David Shaw Parker.
Might not need that now, but you will later.
Okay, if you say so, narrator-wise.
They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began.
Incredible. Oh.
That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war, or part of the problem.
First, I piss in front of the house.
Let's see. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. The Sifu's door is always open for newcomers, but he cautions you. They'll expect you to behave, or you'll have to face the consequences.
Oh, those textures.
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you. He's referring to your rampage through Bunker 101. It seems you don't mind a bit of blood on your hands. That's something you have in common. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples. There were 6 of them, but the unity fell apart after Lupa Lupin attacked the old village. Soon after, they formed new tribes based on their own values, and when the Blight started, the animosity escalated to war. Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. Says there is some darkness in the best of us, even you, and suggests you embrace that side of you and help them vanquish the tribes and let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life.
No.
He had a feeling you'd say that. You're not sinister enough to be a Jagni. That big heart of yours makes you weak. He'll give you a chance to change your mind before you leave and asks you to reconsider. Otherwise, you'll be seen as a rival. Then so be it. He wants you to know that they'll show no mercy at the end of this war, and offers you a last chance to come back and join when you realize you've picked the wrong side. And with that, he urges you to seek protection at Myriad's Stone Fort before word gets out that you've chosen not to side with them. He disagrees, and the day you meet again, you'll understand why. It's time to say goodbye for now, and if it's not the kind of goodbye that lasts forever, then the next will mean the end for you.
Ow. Yeah. Really, time to save.
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. Pang pang!
Easy.
Swifter than ever. Your reserves are tapped.
Appears that way. Ooh, a new sword I can't equip though.
Let's see.
What sort of ghost town is that? That's rather weird. But it doesn't seem like there's anything to do for us right now. Wait, what's going on? Oh.
Slash and dash.
Ah! Do it! Wow, Biomutant is really a crazy game.
That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know.
That is true, narrator. That is true.
Let's see. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Cautions you that the Sifu may be a little impatient today, as bad news has just come in from the front line.
Oh, that's not good.
Sibi? Lapanen aginkanman. Geradna falo hutut mustugai la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you. He heard you took out-of-date side against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems you believe in helping your next, and that's something you have in common. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples. Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it consisted of unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Japanese
a small fry, by the way.
Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war.
Oh no.
He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks. Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon. Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again. Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village. He remembers your kind and unselfish soul, and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good. Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong, and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the first rival outpost might help.
Okay. Then I think we're gonna do this.
Thinks you're a fool if you don't get in on the action of the world tipping over the edge. Understands completely.
Wow. Okay, so let's get some outposts. That's really Ubisoft style. If you want to control anything, you need outposts. That's what I learned. By the end of it, you're gonna look so great. So that's probably the village we've been to earlier. Because it was broken down, yes. Oh, I could have fast traveled.
Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer.
Yeah.
As time passes, memories fade.
Oh, that
And
effect.
sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over.
I was just drinking, yeah? I didn't hallucinate that.
Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind.
Hey, Goop.
Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning to swim can be scary when you don't know what you're doing. But fortunately, he's here to give you a helping hand. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. And he'll be honored. He says, that wasn't too bad, was it? He says a feeling that you're going to drown is a great reminder of the need to learn how to swim. But you need practice, lots of practice. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. You know you can't make up for lost time. You should know, practice makes perfect. She'll see you at the village square. She'll be waiting for you. There will be a surprise for you at the end, too. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. It's your own future you're risking by not caring for the environment. The next generation will pay for the mistakes of the last. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some.
Okay. Biomutant really has an environmental message.
He wonders what usefulness you found. Sometimes he's an expert, but sometimes he just does what's right. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. That's the spirit. You can't make a difference unless you get your hands dirty.
Oh, really?
He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start.
Oh, another system. Cool. Strong edge. To continue Graphite, select the handle slot.
You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon.
It's what I know how to make.
He says you don't really need a weapon when you're born one. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away. Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your future. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone. She won't live forever, you know that. But she intends to make the most of every day she gets, especially the ones you share together. You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her.
Oh, ruffians.
They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He says that it's not too late for you to turn back, though. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are. They push each other to become better, and sometimes someone gets pushed down along the way.
Oh. Struggle! Ow. She
asks if you're hurt. What happened? If confidence is silent and insecurity is loud, she thinks you're absolutely right. The most important thing is that you're okay. It's time to focus on your training now.
No, they took away my whoop, Mom. Can't believe this shit. This is way too big.
Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He'll talk to her, sure, but you know she wants you to accept responsibility for your own actions and future. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabrics.
Okay, crafting menu for... I guess clothes.
He's curious to see what you found. He's all for renewal and has even considered making the trip out into the wilds to look for a bionucleus pool and refresh his DNA.
Refresh my
He says
DNA.
it's about time you learned how and offers to teach you, starting with the scrap you found. The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you.
I saw that.
You should take it with you. Wear
Do
it
you
to
see that?
practice.
The path, the dialogue path
He's
right there.
looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this.
I love Biomutant. I love my Muma.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here. Hopes you're as ready as you claim to be. She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down. Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Thank you, Muma.
Thanks you for being such a good student. Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz. You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it.
What? Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, my grasshopper friend. Cool.
Catchy. Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful. A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device. It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see.
Will it record what happens to me?
Says it's not a record keeper, more like a companion. Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder, it's been a long day.
But what day it's been?
She's so happy you made the most of it. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow.
Why do you now have a Didn't have pants before, right?
Nothing.
Oh, he looks like the Halo
from
thing.
setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames.
That's going to fall over.
Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming. Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was chosen to lead. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow.
Not by Muma.
Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you.
Wow.
The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity, when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory.
Looks like I need to make him pay.
As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.
Okay.
Eventually, you're gonna figure something out. You could experiment with that.
Guys.
The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose.
Ow.
You're hurt bad. That's going to leave a mark. Sharp steel. You're injured.
Oh wow, I actually died there. Well, let's check out the checkpoint system. Biomutant trademark, like waiting game. I'm ready. Okay, let's do that again. Cool.
Got more than a flesh wound. Good for whatever ails me. Slice and dice. Hey, nice shot.
Oh, the game is falling apart. Oh. Oh, okay.
They've received news a Ronin had strengthened their ranks and were looking forward to meeting you.
Well, great.
A group of myriad crusaders already headed out to Jagni's Mercadorpus outpost and are waiting for you there. You should hurry there and help them best the outpost. The Myriad tribe is prepared to fight to the death for souls that will be forever lost if not saved.
Okay. I really would like a second gun, but I don't have one.
Look, an emergency box from the old days when you needed to pack up. Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist.
Oh. Okay. Okay, and you can use that in sequence or something. Cool.
Will the dawn never come?
Oh, that's cool.
Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it?
Eh. Yeah, big fist. Oh.
Right between the eyes. No hope of that with as little energy as you have. It's hot hot.
Okay.
Better shake a leg. Yours, theirs, whatever. That notice board? Filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old Toxanol brick towns. Pay attention. The Toxanol Corporation made this place, and then just threw it away when they were done with it. Toxanol never cared about the waste, as long as they didn't have to pay to clean it up. There must be a track somewhere in this brick town. Just hope it's not buried.
Oh wow, we actually can loot here? Oh, okay.
empty.
I didn't think it would be so open world.
This is an epic already. How it ends is up to you. Smart to protect your melon. A flush stool from the back in time. It's an apparatus that sink-sunks yellow juice and brown bobs. Let's try out the brush away. See if you can off-chase some drip droppings. Seems like the tighteners on the piping need to be unturned correctly to drain the flush stool. Just a few moves left. Make them count. That's the kind of trouble you really want to wash away.
That seems really good, thank you.
You could put that to good use.
I'm kinda loving Biomutant. It's like really weird.
You found the whereabouts, the deepest, darkest forest in the land, sometimes hard to see for all the trees. Ready. Burnt all. So many places to be today.
Oops. My pleasure to help you, maybe.
That's a keeper. What doesn't kill you?
Huh.
That's a Jagni tribe outpost.
So we're trying to get that here, yeah?
Thinks you're smart not to choose sides. You can walk around day and night. Says you should take it easy.
I brightened the world. You find a biocontaminated container. Collect the biolobes and use them to unlock mutations.
Dust it off and start cutting. You could make something amazing. That number doesn't work for you. You need more scrap. You need more scrap to make that work.
Damn it. This is crazy. I don't have enough resources yet.
Mercadorpa's outpost, a Jagni tribe stronghold. Let's see.
That's a big mutant.
Says it's time to set the outpost free. Inflict as little damage as possible as you make your way through to the rival captain. Clarifies that rigging the odds in your favor in preparation of the takeover is one thing, but collateral damage is another.
Okay.
Here's the first line of defense. That's a bomb lobber. Spot, wrecked it.
Okay.
That twirly wheel works that drain pipe.
Okay, time to use our smarts.
Spin the twirly wheel and open that drain. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Spin the twirly wheel and open that drain. Everything's clocking together.
Cool.
Put a key in that. Keep going. That cage is holding a helper.
Bye. This now reminds me of Shadow of War.
They never lost hope you'd come, but weren't sure if they'd last long enough to see it. Won't hesitate to carve out some revenge on those who hurt them.
Oh yeah, baby.
A sharpshooter. The scaffolding looks unstable. Better stay clear of the red ray. Here's the second line of defense. Red means danger.
But this is the best weapon. Yeah. Okay.
Timber. Bet a big bump will bring it down. Switched off the light. A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a barrel out of it. Then hit it toward the gate and blast it.
Okay.
That looks splody. Shoot it and watch it look up. Boom. You're in. Almost there. The outpost belongs to your tribe now.
Cool.
He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger.
Yeah. Please don't fall apart, game.
Lapu.
Says you did a great job capturing the outpost. You've earned the privilege of carrying the tribe's weapon.
Well, with pride, I guess.
All the goose are gonna have SS.
Figures the honor belongs to the tribe, too. Out of Date says he's doing his best to keep up, but from what he can tell, it seems you're making progress with the tribe conflict. He had a feeling you'd get along with the Myriad tribe, but it remains to be seen what the future holds for your alliance. You seem to share the same values as the Myriad tribe. You both have the same optimistic outlook on life. At least, for now.
Kim hobe be kuku hi far muk.
But Out of Date emphasizes that solving the tribe conflict won't matter unless you help make a stand against the World Eaters. That doesn't sound good. Out of Date's forebodings are justified. The Jumbo Puff needs to be taken care of.
I will do that.
Pilvov ugvuhu vobra boom.
He says the time has come to confront the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route.
Noekek ujbar no barke.
Gizmo is working on making his Mekton strong enough to endure the oxygen-deprived dead zone all the way out to the World Eater.
Mauya.
You should get over there and see what you can do to help.
Okay.
Feeling better than ever.
Wait, you have a separate score as a child, and the choices you make in those dialogues will affect how characters remember you as a child? This game has so many systems. Okay.
Rekke pankuk jiba.
Asks you to check out the wares, confident you'll find.
Kibahu you know pachigadira e jauno.
Hopes you're selling too. They're always looking to replenish their store. Don't get ripped off. You got the best of that.
Really? I don't feel like that.
There's news of a Ronin joining the tribe. That must be you. Let's see. Says your follower's a roughed-up piece of scrap. It's a miracle it's still functioning. Wishes you goodbye.
I'm guessing that's the dead zone or something? Oh god. Biomutant is super cool. It basically holds together with duct tape and has probably too many systems for its own good, but I want to continue playing it. So this was like 2 hours of this, and I'm gonna take a short break and then probably start Mass Effect 2. But for sure, I'm gonna continue playing Biomutant. What a fun little game. Not everything has to be AAA to be fun, guys.